So we remember that in Vrindavan Lila of Krishna, amongst so many of the heroic chivalrous pastimes that Krishna enacted in Vrindavan, outside of the Ras dance, one particular pastime of Krishna stood out, and that is the pastimes of Krishna lifting the Govardhana Hill to protect the residents of Vrindavan. So Sri Krishna had advised the residents of Vrindavan, led by Nanda Maharaj, his father and the king of Vraj, to not perform the annual Indra Puja, which Lord Indra considered a very serious affront and an offense. And so he decided to punish. Actually, not to punish. He decided to annihilate the residents of Vrindavan, everyone, men, women, cattle, the entire land. But we can recollect how Krishna lifted the Govardhana Hill with his pinky, it's called the fifth digit finger. And he was only 7. So this talk is about that incident, why Krishna lifted the Govardhana Hill with his pinky, with his fifth digit finger. Don't forget that Krishna placed his flute on the 5th note. So the first thing I want us to bring into mind is this, and the talk is going to be centered on these verses from Bhagavad Gita. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna told Arjuna so many things, exposed Arjuna to, it was an intensive tuition, coaching classes. He took Arjuna through philosophy, theology, history, cosmology, and Bhagavad Gita, as it progressed to its conclusion, then we'll find this verse in the 18th chapter, and the 65th verse. So Krishna then told Arjuna, look, I have told you many things. But now here is the most important. Mamana bhavamad bhaktil madhya jimam namaskuru mad evasyasis satyam te prachijane priyosime. You must, mamana bhava, you must always engage your mind. Have your consciousness. Bhava, in a deep emotion with deep feeling, your deepest feeling. Mamana bhava mad bhakti, become my devotee this way. Be devoted to me this way. That you are deeply, very, very deeply, emotionally, spongy, soaked in thought about me. Mamana bhava mad bhakti madhyaji mam namaskuru. Always offer your homage unto me. Adoration, exaltation, glorification. Mamana bhava mad bhakti madhyaji mam namaskuru mad evasyasi satyam te. Satya, truth. Pachijane priyosime. If you constantly do this, you will come to me. Again, remember, this Sanskrit is a high context language. So come to me means you will become part of me. You will gain my intimate association. Madhyavasya satyam te. I'm declaring this satya, this truth to you. Trust me, I speak the truth. You will surely come to me, priyosime, because you will be very, very, very dear to me. So, in one sense, it looks like Krishna is speaking something very metaphysical, very esoteric. But as I've always explained in different fora, actually, literally everything Krishna spoke and did was so basic and ordinary. Because that is the nature of truth. Truth is not found in complexity, in sophistication. Truth is found in simplicity. So it may appear like Krishna is saying something very esoteric, something very, very deep. But it's actually basic, common sense that they say is not common. I mean, just think about yourself. If you know somebody who is always conscious of you, you are that person's raison d'etre in their willing, their feeling, their thinking, their contemplating, everything they do, they always thinking about you and your well-being and how it pleases you. And they will immediately reject anything that is contrary to that. So what will you do? You obviously will be very intimately connected to that person. In fact, that is the etymology of the word intimate. Intimate, to bring someone into oneness, closeness internally. To unify two. Or as they say, two becomes one. So Mamana Bhavamad Bhakto Madhya Jimam Namaskuru Mat Evasyasi Satyam Te Pachijane Priyosimi. In this way, you'll become very, very dear to me. And I promise you this, because you're my friend. You are my friend. Pachijane Priyosimi. And you are very Priya, you are very dear to me. Remember, we're trying to explain why Krishna lifted the Govardhana Hill with his pinky. So this is text 65 of verse chapter 18 of Bhagavad Gita. Then in the next verse, in the very next verse, in Krishna spoke its conclusion. Literally, his last instruction to Arjuna here. The conclusion of everything he has said. Sarvadhamma parityaja mam ekam sharanam praja ahantva papebhyo mokshayisyami masucha. Remember, Krishna was in Braj before he came to Kurukshetra, was in Vrindavan. So, Mam Sarvadhamma parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. Of course, the great poet Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he has written in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It says, very beautiful statement. It says, Krishna is so kind to the world. No, Krishna is ever so kind. By aiming his instruction at Arjuna, he delivered the whole world. So Krishna is saying this to Arjuna, but actually he is saying this to everyone. Sarvadhamam parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja ahantvam sarvapepebhyo mokshayisyami masucha. Now he is telling Arjuna, try to follow forget about all these things I've told you. Now try to follow the people of Raj, Vrindavan. Abandon everything. Savadaman Parityajya. Parityagi means to renounce, to give up. Sava, all. Dharma, every kind of consideration. Worship of forefathers, worship of demigods, worship of this, cultivation of knowledge, performing of this sacrifice, and study of this, and knowledge of this astrology, and what evil planet is affecting you, and how to forget it. Mam ekam sharanam. Sharana means to take shelter or to seek refuge. Eka, one. Savadharma Parityajya Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Abandon everything. Should have, could have, would have. This yoga posture, this knowledge of this, knowledge of that, knowledge of this. And fear of this, fear of that. Mam ekam, surrender unto me, not me, Krishna is saying. Surrender unto me only. And then you may be worried that, wow, but this may happen, that may happen. Says, I will take care. So, this verse is telling Arjuna, abandon all these things. Declare them, as they say, non sequitur. No, they have no bearing. Savadharma Parityaja, give them all up. Mame kam sharanam vraja. Vraja also means to walk, to go. Go to Vrindavan and take shelter of only me. Savadharma Parityaja Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Sharanam, take shelter, go to Vraja, Vrindavan, and take shelter of only me. Then you may be worried that, but how about this my duty? How about that my duty? How about this my duty? And the consequences of giving up this, giving up that, giving up this. So Krishna says, Don't worry about that. Those reactions, yes, there will be reactions, but I will take care. Moksha Yisyami, I will free you from that. Masucha, do not worry. So we're trying to explain why Krishna lifted Govardhana Hill with his pinky. Well, I could sit down here and say this pinky represents Varuna, this pinky represents this, that, you know. But let's keep it simple. And applicable to us as it is related to us, and it is the truth. I promise. So before Krishna came to speak Bhagavad Gita, he had performed these pastimes in Vraja, uplifting Govardhana Hill. As a matter of fact, this verse, Savadamam Paritya Jyamam Ekam Sharanam Vraja Ahantwan Savapape Bio Moksha Yisyami Masucha. In this verse, also Krishna is describing the nature of the people of Vrindavan, Vraj, the Brajabasis. Savadama, they give up all duties, religious duties, like was say the great Acharya Madhavendra Puri, when he entered into that state, in the mode of the Brajabasis. So he altered that his immortal prayer. Or my Sandhya, my evening worship, please excuse me, worship to the forefathers, performing oblation, I'm sorry, I cannot do this anymore. Oh, forefathers, please excuse me, I cannot make any offering to you anymore. Oh, demigods, please, you will have to excuse me now. Why? Because now my mind is attracted only to that, to Ganashyam, that beautiful dark like rain cloud, Krishna. So Krishna is actually talking about the people of Vrindavan. Savadama Parityaja, they are not interested in any kind. I mean, they transgress, they abandon every kind of dharma. They knew only one dharma. They knew only one morality. They knew only one ethic. They knew only one law. They knew only one principle. They knew only one worship. They knew only one meditation. And that is Krishna. Anukulena Sankalpa. Their vow, their ethics, their morality is anything that is pleasing to Krishna. Patikulena Vajana. Anything that is against that, bye. Of course, they knew there will be consequences. To be honest, they were not even thinking Krishna will protect them. Krishna, they were not. They just knew they were just in a state of being. This was just how they felt. Whatever happened after that, that is a story. But the interesting part is Krishna was always there. Protect them. So he's telling, Arjuna, and he's telling the world. Savadama Parityaja, the people of Raja, they abandon everything. For my pleasure. Mam ekam sharanam Raja. Ekam means one. I was their only recourse. And in every existential encounter, they take refuge only in me. Mam ekam sharana, refuge, sharana, shelter. They take shelter of only me. Oh Krishna! Antwam Sava Papibio. Therefore, I protected them from every reaction that they may have incurred from taking such a stance. And I'm declaring the same thing to you, Arjuna. Masucha, do not fear. Do not be worried. Do not be afraid. And we are all Arjunas. So this is why Krishna lifted the Govardhana Hill with his pinky. He made a pinky promise. Remember, it was only 7. And at this stage, children, young people, children, they are full of innocence. They are full of unpretentiousness. They don't double speak. What they mean is what they say. What they say is what they mean. You don't have to read their statements backward. So this pinky promise, when a child makes pinky promise, then be sure it's a done deal, inviolable. But then also, pinky promise is usually made between two friends who are intimate and who clearly understand each other. Therefore, Krishna is saying here, Mamana Bhava Mad Bhakto Mad Yajimam Namaskuru Mad Evasyasi Satyam Te Patijane Priyosmi. Engage your mind in always thinking of me, become my devotee, constantly offer your exaltation, adoration, worship, prayers to me. Mamana Bhava Mad Bhakto, with Bhava in a deep, with a deep feeling. Madhivasya Sitatyam Te Patijane Priyosmi. You will surely come to me. I declare this truth to you. Because you're my friend. Pratijane Priyosmi. And you're very, very dear to me. Pratijane, you intimate with me, very dear to me. Priyosmi. Sarvadharman Parityaja. Just like the people of Raj. Namekam Sharana Vraja. They abandon everything and surrender unto me alone. Knew no one except me. And I protected them in every single situation. Just like lifting the Govardhana Hill. Under that tempestuous, torrentious, annihilating, devastating rainfall. A pinky promise. Hare Krishna.